For more than 2 decades, the Ashford Diner murder was a mystery frozen in time. The victim was known. The crime scene was documented, but the man sitting in the diner that night remained a ghost until 2024, when a single witness walked into a federal office in Chicago and told investigators a story that would completely change the case. The man was a former mob accountant. For years, he had quietly handled financial records for a small organized crime network operating across Ohio and Pennsylvania. Now older and facing prison for unrelated charges, he decided to cooperate. What he revealed shocked investigators because, according to him, the meeting at Miller's Diner had never been random. It had been planned. The informant claimed that Michael Grayson, the victim found in the sedan, had been secretly cooperating with federal investigators. Grayson was preparing to testify about a money laundering operation tied to organized crime. But someone inside the network discovered the plan. So they arranged a meeting that would take place at a quiet roadside diner in Ashford, Ohio. And the man waiting inside Miller's Diner that night was not a killer. He was another federal informant. The informant told investigators something even more disturbing. The man in the diner had a name, Daniel Pierce. Years earlier, Pierce had worked as an informant for federal agents investigating organized crime. But after his identity was compromised, authorities staged his death in 1996. Official records showed Pierce had died, but in reality, he had entered witness protection, and 2 years later, he was sent back undercover. According to the informant, the meeting at the diner was supposed to be controlled. Federal investigators believed they could gather evidence against multiple members of the crime network. But something went wrong. Someone inside the organization learned about the operation. When Grayson arrived in the black sedan, the execution had already been ordered. The gunshots that night were not a mistake. They were a message. And Daniel Pierce? The informant claims he ran the moment the shots were fired. He disappeared into the darkness along Highway 43. Federal records show agents attempted to locate him afterward. But Pierce was never found again. No body, no confirmed sightings, nothing. It was as if the man who had once been declared dead had vanished for a second time. Today, the Ashford Diner murder remains officially unsolved. Investigators still cannot confirm whether the informant's story is completely true, but it raises a chilling possibility. What if the man investigators spent 26 years searching for was never the killer? What if he was the only witness? Who knew exactly what happened that night? And if Daniel Pierce is still alive somewhere today, he may be the only person who can finally reveal the truth about the murder at